shake it, baby.
Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. I finally got in the door. Mind you, okay, it is 2:58. I got in the door by 2:45. If y'all remember from the prior video, I'm in a unique situation where my load is being picked up at the same place I delivered. Now, mind you, it's a separate warehouse, but I was here earlier this morning, and I'm still waiting. So where I delivered part of the load at this morning, the guy was saying, I wish I'd known, which he did know, the half of your load is over there. I said, wow, I was there. They could have put it on. I could have come over here and finished it up, right? Yeah. I said, yeah. It don't ever work that way for most truckers. So it's, like I said, 3 o'clock. My goal was to be able to get over this ridge before it got dark. It don't look like that's going to happen. So I'm going to be doing some night driving, possibly. Because, it's getting darker a little earlier. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. So I am in the door here at Kick Corporation in Salem, Virginia. And I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. So I'm going to take me a power nap. Because, you know how it is. You're on pins and needles waiting for them to give you the signal to go get in the door. Now that I'm in the door, I can kind of relax a little minute. So I'm going to take me a power nap. And wait for some bouncing to take place. All right? In a moment. Well, here I am. What happened to me is exactly what I didn't want happening to me. It's 6:36 Eastern Standard Time. It was a 2 o'clock appointment in which I was there much earlier, of course. Finally was able to get out of there by 5:30. So here I go. West Virginia, here I come. I haven't been back here in a while, in a few years. What's this, 410? What this is, the 410, I can't remember. Good road so far, good road. Obviously, it's a truck route. About 44 miles from the West Virginia Turnpike. So right now, man, if I were to drive straight through, looking at a 1:34 a.m. arrival in Seymour, Indiana, but I'm not in that much of a rush. This doesn't deliver to 9 tomorrow. Well, I would have loved to have been able to drive about 3 hours tonight and shut down. But I want to get some miles behind me and then shut down somewhere and then get up tomorrow morning and finish this up. What I'm trying to avoid is a 14-hour clock situation, because after I get empty in Seymour, Indiana, I'm going home. Simple as that. So if I have to do a 7-3 split, that's what I'll do. And a sleeper berth split, rather, that's what I'll do, just to make sure I get home tomorrow night. I got some things to do. And again, we got a storm that's coming. I want to make sure my snow blower is working. I might have to go get some stable, put it in my snow blower to make sure it'll fire up. Because I don't want that failing. My back don't want to hear that. Well, they're talking some serious weather. Right now, where I'm located at, we're anywhere between 15 and 20 inches of snow. And then following the snow, we got a polar plunge, I guess is what they call it nowadays, following right behind it. So we'll be dealing with that. But you know what? I'll be in my nice, beautiful, comfortable home, stocked up on Christmas with my family. And what else can you ask for? It doesn't get no better than that. So that's my plans. It's going to be fun. But I do want to get back home. So I intend to be back home Wednesday morning. That's my plan. Yeah, this is what I'm doing, man. I got a 40,000 pound load on. that that I'm going to have to handle. That's what I'm dealing with. So I'm climbing. At about 25 miles an hour. Climbing this hill. It's going to be fun all night long. This is why I don't like going through West Virginia. Simple as that. This is why. Not that I'm scared to drive in the mountains or the hills. No. I don't like having to climb these jokers. That's it. That's it right there. I don't like the strain on my truck. That's it. If I could have found a lighter load that was going to get me back home, I'd have taken it. But it didn't exist. Hence why I am climbing this hill with just 40,000 pound load on my back. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun all night long. This is what we're doing. Stand by, family, and enjoy this, the life of a trucker. This is what we do, y'all. It's trucking, baby. It's trucking. It's trucking. Let's do it. I know we always talk about the good, but sometimes the bad happens as well. One of the main reasons I just don't like hauling heavy loads, especially going in hills, is I just don't like to put that type of pressure on my engine. And the truck is fine, the engine's fine. For some reason, a hose that comes from the bottom of my reservoir slipped off. Don't understand why it would do that. Why? Maybe it was on the cusp, it wasn't on right vibration, and eventually it slipped. And when it slipped, it released all of my antifreeze. And this happened while going up a grade here in West Virginia. While climbing the grade, I just happened to look in the rearview mirror, or my mirrors, and saw this line of smoke. I'm like, oh boy, what's going on? I don't got nothing on my dash. Truck it's not overheating. Didn't smell any antifreeze, and then eventually I got the low coolant warning on my dash, and I had an exit coming up, thank God, and I grabbed it, got off, was able to get up, open the hood and see what it was, and pinpoint where it was coming from. So I actually got a road service. He's pulling up right now with some antifreeze, as well as to fix this hose. Trying to figure out why this hose is slipping. So let me do that and get this going. That's beautiful. That's where it slipped off from right there. Slipped it back on. We're going to fill this reservoir up and get back down the road. Yep. Sometimes you just don't want to have to deal with this, but when it goes as smooth as this is, you don't mind it. You get through it. It's part of the business of trucking. You get to the situation and you move on. But this isn't bad. I mean, a slipped hose, clamped to slip down. For whatever reason, it could have been doing this for a while, never noticed it. But it is going to get prepared now. Probably going to take about 3 to 5 gallons of antifreeze, and then we'll move on. Man, I got to tell you, I've broken down a time or two in my day as a truck driver, and I've heard it'll be 3 hours before we can get to you, it'll be an hour and a half, it'll be 12 hours, whatever the case may be. I made the phone call to this company, ATTR, Affordable Truck and Trailer Repair, out of Gent, West Virginia. Or really, it's Shady Springs, West Virginia. And man, if 15 minutes, I called the guy, said, oh, he's working on another truck, but I'll get him out to you right away. 15 minutes, the guy was out here, and he repaired. It was an easy repair, honestly. He explained to me, yeah, it must have been sliding down over time. He got it up there nice and snug. Put in about 4 gallons of antifreeze, roughly, and gave me 2 to keep with me, just in case, how maybe it'll burp, and, the level will go low. But I'm back up and running, man. So I'm going to get back on the highway run for about another hour or two, and I'm going to shut this thing down. I hate breaking down. I guess this is one of those things I shouldn't have been talking about West Virginia so bad. Yeah. Yep. It's karma. It's karma. I believe in that. I believe in karma. So, but I still don't like running heavy loads, going up and down these hills, all this pressure on my engine and so forth. So, but I'm good. I'm ready to go. Hey, the raw and uncut life of a trucker. It's real, man. It's real out here. It's real out here in these streets. So, hey, let's keep on going. Let's get this load off. Talk to y'all in a minute. Well, it's the morning time and it's time to roll again. What a night. But it went smooth, you know what I mean? You when you deal with situations and you find yourself on the side of the road, you hope it works that seamless. Get you back up and running again, get back down the road. But does anybody have a routine like I do, every morning before you get up? My routine is these are the concrete routines. I got to make my bed up. It's got to be made. I can't roll down the road and my bed ain't made up. It's a psychological thing. I got to have it made. I got to have a cup of coffee. Either I'm going to make it in my truck, in my Keurig, or I'm going in a truck stop to get me a cup of coffee. I got to have something in the cup holder. If I'm somewhere where I can get ice, I'm going to get ice. I'm going to have it all day long, and I will pour some water in it. Down the road, I'll suck on the ice for a minute, beginning, and then eventually I will pour some water in it, and I have these Crystal Light things where I will pour it in there, and maybe my son calls it juice into water, or water into juice, excuse me. Sorry, son. Water into juice. That's what we call it in my house. I need to give me some water into juice. As simple as that. And that keeps me from drinking pop. Pop is not good for me because I will bloat, and I'm already bloated to begin with, but then I drink a can or a 69-ounce thing of pop, and my stomach could be out from here, which I'm in West Virginia, to North Dakota. It'd be stuck out like that. So I need to include a routine of me doing some curls or something, get the pipes right, man. I'm getting a little, not a little, I've been that way, but I'm flabby. I need to kind of, tighten it up a little bit, But that's it here or there. But I'm going to get rolling and get on over to Seymour, Indiana. I'm about 5 hours out, roughly, give or take. And get this thing delivered. My appointment ain't until tonight. I think it was 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. And then from there, I'm going on home. I'm tucking in, y'all. This storm that they got coming across my neighborhood is not a joke. It is real, and I'm going to be home with my family to deal with it. Possible power outages. We're talking, almost a foot and a half, if not almost 2 feet of snow, and I need to be home with my family to help us get through it. So that's what's going on with me in the life of a trucker. See, I brushed my teeth with the lips all white. But let's get on down the road and let's see how this thing plays out today. Alrighty? Talk to you in a minute. Remember the first time I came through West Virginia, I was owner-operator with Burlington Motor Carriers. And I had a load picked up somewhere in Pennsylvania, like Pittsburgh area. And I had to get down to somewhere in Tennessee, like Knoxville area, something like that. I grabbed my map, looked at it. It's all right. Run down 77 and go to 81. And I was leaving there sometime in the late afternoon. And so by the time I got into West Virginia, it was dark. I had no clue what I was getting into. I had absolutely no clue. And I gotta say, it traumatized me, man. Oh my goodness. I'd never been to West Virginia before. And looking at these mountains now, it's you really can't get the full scope of it unless you're here, right? And I know I'm talking to the choir, but imagine a young kid doing this. It's nighttime, never been here before, and all I see is these big dark shadows off in the distance. And I'm driving through it and just one curve after the other, man, just constant for like 30 hours. And man, I'd say that at that moment, that day, when I get through this, I'm never coming back through here again. And would you know, man, I found myself coming back to West Virginia at least 2 to 3 times a month. And I got so used to it. I knew these curves with my eyes closed darn near. I mean, I was just constantly coming through here. And they're beautiful in the daytime. They really are. That's why I like to see them in the day. Coming through in the daytime. You put eyes on them, see God's creation. But as an owner-operator, man, I just don't like putting my truck through this. I can't say it enough. I just don't like to put my truck through this. So, I'm cruising through here. I'm doing 50 mile an hour. It's like 2.5 mile stretch of just curbs up and down, that type of deal. And I'm doing 50, 55. I'm just taking my time, sit back and enjoying it, man. Look at the rivers going through here. I say to myself, man, before modernization of this country and the invention of vehicles, automobiles, trucks, planes, automobiles, that type of stuff, the settlers to have to come through here, all this stuff, unbelievable. There's nothing we as humans can't conquer. I mean, if there's an obstacle, we figure out a way to get around it, over it, or through it. It's just amazing, man. But you gotta be a special human to live out here, brother. Kudos to you that do. Amazing. Amazing, man. I mean, look at some of these homes sitting here off of these hills, brother. Wow. Unreal. I just wanted to share this with y'all, man. It's, I know, again, I speak to the choir. I know you guys all over the place, and I am too. But I strategically work hard to avoid this. It's funny. Last week, my family and I went to Disney World. The 50-year anniversary of Disney. My wife wanted to go. My son wanted to go. Of course, I'm going. Let's ride. So we flew down to Orlando last week. We flew out on Friday. Checked in and went to Magic Kingdom on that Saturday and Hollywood Studio on that Sunday. And man, I tell you, it was a great time. But this load that I'm on, I booked this load while at the airport, waiting for our flight, our departure to Disney. Because I'm always working, man. My son gets in my case all the time. Daddy, we're on vacation. I know we're on vacation, but I'm still working. It's taking me a minute. I'm on the low board. I'm sitting there waiting in the terminal, waiting for our flight. And I'm surveillancing the low board. And really, this load, I needed a load just to get me back home. So this was the only option, and then it didn't get no better. I mean, obviously, I delivered in Salem, Virginia. This picked up in Salem, Virginia. Let's roll. Give it to me. It's going to Indiana, which is 200 miles south of my home. Let's do it. It wasn't too much coming out of the area, and I didn't feel like deadheading 100 million miles to go get a load. 0% deadhead. Same company that I delivered to, taking freight out. So it didn't get no better than that. So yeah, I booked this load while on vacation. I wasn't as bad as El Boogie, Mr. Larry Cochran, with my headset on. I didn't have my headset on. I had my Apple ear pods on, and I booked this slow while sitting in the terminal in here. Always working. It's funny, while I was in those long lines, I looked at the low board. You know, just trying to stay on top of everything. See how Frank's moving. You gotta stay tuned to what's going on. You know, it's like the weather. You gotta know the weather pattern. Frank's saying, well, you gotta know the freight pattern. You gotta know what's happening, what's going on. Where's the freight? Like the lady said back in the day on the Wendy's commercial, where's the beef? Where's the freight? That's the question. Where's the freight? So that's how I ended up with this load. But I just want to share this with you guys, man. It's beautiful life, man. It really is. Forgive me for talking bad about West Virginia. It's a beautiful country, beautiful state, beautiful stuff. But I can't live here. No. Can't live here. But it's all good, family. Let's get on down the road. Back on flat land. I just crossed into Indiana, 11-mile marker northbound on 65. Feels good to be on flat ground. I don't know if you all can see these stripe on the road, all 3 lanes. That's what we call liquid salt. I know you guys probably seen this before. Indiana is not a, certain part, particularly in the interstate, they use liquid salt, calcium chloride, I guess is what it would be, but in a liquid form, and it works pretty good. I know last year, or was it the year before? When that major pileup happened, excuse me, guys, in Dallas, on Interstate 20, I believe that was. Well, I was in Dallas, or that area, Enos, Texas, the couple of days before that happened. And I was talking to the tow truck driver because I had broken down. My truck was towed up north to a Kenworth dealer. When I was talking to him, we talked about the weather. It's funny, he mentioned what happens in that area in a few days. The unthinkable happened. He said, they use liquid salt down there, and what always happens is it rains before the snow comes, or before the freeze. So it rains, it washes up the salt, the liquid salt, washes the highway of it clean, and then it freezes. So we got salt laid down, then it rains, washes all the salt away, and then that rain freezes. And now we got black ice, and we got a pileup, which is what happened in that case. Here, it doesn't happen normally because when it snows, it snows. Every now and then we get that mixture. But there's never a situation where it rains in most cases. I'm not saying it never happens. But where it rains and then it freezes. This stuff is normally too cold to rain. And when the precipitation starts, it's snow, and it keeps the roads decent. It ain't 100%. And then they'll continue to come through and plow and kind of maintain the roads in that manner. That's what you see on the ground on the road. So they've treated this road. They're preparing themselves for this this weather that we got coming across the Midwest, really across the entire country. I think I saw the high temperatures in Orlando. It's going to be, I think, 30s, 32, 36. That's cold for Orlando. That's going to be a shock to their system. They're going to shut schools down. That's cold. Yeah. I'm 41 miles away from my destination. Again, my appointment isn't until tonight. I believe it's 2200, which is, if my memory's correct, it's 10 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock Central Time. So I'm going to get up here and probably do a split sleeper. That way I can get empty and then going home tonight. be sleeping in my bed sometime early in the morning. That's the plan. We'll see how it works out, right? Yeah, I'm on flat lane, though. Flat lane. It's all good. We'll be in Seymour shortly. There it is. You can see a salt truck in person. There it is. That's how it's done in Indiana. To be honest with you, I didn't realize they used a whole semi-truck. Well, I guess it makes sense. That's a lot of mileage. And using a little short box truck or whatever they use that I see from time to time wouldn't be too effective. So it makes sense. But yeah, there it is. If you haven't seen one before, you've seen it now. Let's get it done, y'all. Let's get it done. The life of a trucker. I am here, been here for about an hour and some little change, but I've been in Seymour. I got to Seymour about 2:30 this afternoon Eastern time, and took a split 3-7 sleeper berth split. Shut down at the truck stop right down the road here at the TA at the exit 50 on Interstate 65. And cruise on down here and I'm in the door. As soon as I pulled up, they said, all right, get in the door. But I haven't felt nothing bouncing. They got me locked in though. Got a red light, so I'll be empty here shortly. And then I'll be heading home. Right now I got 5 hours and 35 minutes left on my 14. I need 3 hours and 3.5 hours, 3 hours and 45 minutes to get home. It'd be really messed up if I lose my 14. It just really would. But it's all good. Whatever happens, happens. I gotta be home by the morning. But it was great traveling with you guys. We're going home because we're gonna hunker down and get ready for this storm that's about to take place here in the Midwest, and as far as I know, throughout the entire northern hemisphere. It's gonna be cold and there's gonna be a lot of snow. So hey man, that's all. I want you to go home with me for the holidays and see my humongous tree that I got that I think I overreached on. This sucker's 10 feet tall and probably 10 feet wide. I'll let y'all see that. I'll show that to you, man. I think I overshot myself on that one, man. It was a bear to put it together, to put it up, and to decorate it. So I thank y'all for riding with me through West Virginia and all the other stuff, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Remember, keep doing what you're doing so you can see what it does. Talk to you in a minute.